stick up. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. You?
Not too bad. Had better days.
Why?
Oh, well, currently going to go pick up my partner's car. I was driving my friend home yesterday and one of the back tyres blew. Like dead flat.
Yep.
And I've been nagging my partner the last couple months to either get it serviced or get the tyres changed because I knew that they were
Bad,
more,
yeah.
but I didn't know how to, like, you know.
Yep.
I'm not a car person, I just know enough.
Yep.
And he didn't do it, and he's gone to Queensland to go visit his brother. And we've got 4 dogs. So I was at home with 4 dogs by myself. It happened yesterday. This amazing man came and fixed it for me. Like, obviously it's his job, but he made time today because he wouldn't do Saturdays. He's got his kids. So he brought them, changed it for me, then told me the front tyre was about to blow because it had a bump in it. I could see what he was talking about. So I had to take it to, like, where we're going now, where he bought the tyre from, because all these other suppliers were closed, so we had to chase around and look for one, so that was really nice of him. And then, yeah, he sent me there, so now I've had to get all 3 of the other ones changed, just to be safe, and get a whole wheel alignment and everything.
Yep.
And my partner, like, he's apologised and stuff, and he'll send me the money, like, you know, pay me back, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's the disappointment and the courtesy.
He's just put it off and put it off and put it off.
And like when we were on the phone yesterday, he got a little bit annoyed at me because I was like, if you actually like cared about my safety, this would have been done.
Oh, yeah.
I was driving him back to Smash. I couldn't even go above 40 because the tyre blew and the car would like shake. So I'm driving on a rim.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long were you driving on the rim for?
Only for no longer than 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I would say closer to 5 just because my friend lives, when I was coming home, doesn't live too far from like the big roundabout once you exit out of Smash.
Did you ruin the rim?
A little bit, yeah. But my partner wants to get new rims anyway, so I was like, well, this is your excuse. But I'm not. I was originally going to pay for them as a gift, but now I'm not.
No, stuff him.
Yeah, he can get fucked. But yeah, he's gone to Queensland to go visit his brother, and like he originally like asked me if it was alright to go and everything because I've been unwell, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. You know, and I helped. Like the part that pisses me off is I booked everything for him, helped him pack everything, just wanted to drop him off and like book the gold bus up there, and you know, because I'm the breadwinner at the moment, so any money he gets is from me because he's too unwell to work. We're looking into legal stuff with that. But yeah, so I cover everything. So the whole point was that all he had to do was book it, and I was going to pay for it. It's not that he didn't have the money, because it wasn't coming from him. So that's the part that's pissed me off. And I'm like, I've organised everything for you, gone, and then because it's not my car, it's his car. And I don't know like where he wanted to get it done or anything. He didn't tell me anything. And he went up there Wednesday night, so it's been 2 going on 3 days. And then yeah, we pumped up because that tyre that blew was the one that kept going flat, and we pumped it up the day he left. So I'm like, it didn't even last 2 days before it blew, and then the guy's telling me that tyre's gonna go at any point now. And I'm like, imagine if both went at once, like I'd be fucked, and that would have been really dangerous. Like I wouldn't have been able to drive at all.
No.
And something could have happened, so I just like cracked at him. But the part that pissed me off was his excuse was, I don't even look after it like for myself when I'm driving. And I was like, so you're saying because you don't look after it for you, why would you do it for me? You get smacked.
You wait till it gets back.
Yeah, but he apologised, like, yeah, no, I understand how that could have been interpreted, I'm sorry. And I was like, you know, your reaction shouldn't have been, why would I do it for you if I don't do it for myself? It should have been, I'm so sorry, I'm used to not doing it for myself, that I'm just not like thinking about it. That would have been fine. I would have gone, yeah, okay, fair enough, you've forgotten, it's all good. But yeah, it was more his attitude, but rather than the situation. And I was like, I'm forking out, like, how much have I spent now? I spent $230 this morning, and I'm about to spend another almost $600. So I'm like, I've forked out $800 that you can't do. And you want to give me limp? What is this behaviour? But yeah, I think he just tends to get stressed, and like he knows that he can't be here to help me, so he's just getting frustrated. And I'm like, I get it, don't take it out on me. Don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, oh well, it's all sorted now. It's been a little adventure because I've never had to do this before, so I never like learned. I know what to do. At least I know for next time. Like, it's not a bad kind of like skill set to have, to know at least who to contact.
When does he get back?
On Monday night.
Yeah. At least he'll have new tyres to use.
Yeah, I know. He was like actually really happy. Like we had it all wheel lined and new tyres. fuck you.
You could have done it first, and you
Yeah,
went in your
I know.
tires.
That's the part that pissed me off. But now he doesn't have to deal with it. And I'm like, yeah, but it would have been cool because then at least if you dealt with it, like this is my first time ever. Like my ex was like a car dude.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much his fucking sugar mummy. He used me for money all the time.
Yeah.
Which is hence why he's my ex. But he I used to just be the credit card or whatever. Like I used to just pay for it. He'd know what to talk, you know, how to, all that stuff. I just didn't want to get taken advantage of, which I don't think I have been because the guy that referred me is really nice and you can kind of tell someone's character.
Yeah.
But yeah, considering they're changing 3 tires and they're like not even like fixing them, they're putting whole new tires in.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the wheel alignment as well.
Yeah.
I think it was like $580.
That's not
the
bad.
last minute on a Saturday. Not that bad.
It's not bad actually.
Yeah, because they're changing the other 3 and then putting whole new tires on all 3 of them. This is the kicker. My partner had his front spare tire on, so his normal tires are 20-inch, and the front spare one for some reason he put an 18-inch on. So it's not even the same fucking size because the spare that he's supposed to have in the back is broke, like it's blown. It was flat and damaged. So when I was like, when it first happened, I asked about the spare and he goes, oh no, it's fucked. And I'm like, why wouldn't you like at the bare minimum, like at least have that one ready? You know, because that was months ago. And I was telling you, like, get it fixed. And I thought you would have by now. And the biggest kicker, he doesn't even have his license at the moment. So I'm the one doing all the driving. So it's like, you want me to drive you everywhere? You're not even looking after your fucking car. What is this, Max? But yeah, it's alright. Feel better because now when he gets back I can pull the independent woman card and just be like, you know what, I deserve a break, you're cooking and cleaning because I do. Like I love him, like I said, he's having some health issues so we're dealing with all that, so I haven't put pressure on him, but I do the breadwinning and the bread making. So cooking and cleaning, and he just gets to relax and spend time with our dogs and then I'm all fucking getting sore feet. But yeah, it's alright.
So what kind of job did he do and what does he want to do?
So he was a tiling apprentice. He was on his first year. But he plans on going back to that. He loved it. It's just that he's had some medical issues and stuff that have made it really hard for him to be able to work at the moment. Just to do with like medication and all that. So he can't operate machinery and stuff. So we're figuring that out. And yeah, it has to do with medical negligence. Like he's just gotten fucked over. So we're trying to figure out if we want to pursue it legally or just leave it. But yeah, it'll be a full year off by the time we go back next year.
And he can't do anything?
No, not really. Like he can help around the house. No, he has been pulling his weight more. I had a stern talking to him. I was like, look, I love you, but you barely lift a finger.
Get up your
and I need a break. So yeah, but he's been really good otherwise. Just the car thing. I was like, you've been doing so well the past like 2 months, babe. Now look, just all down the drain. No more brownie points for you. But yeah, he wants to get back into tiling, which will be good. He loves that job. He did my grandparents' laundry and stuff for him. You know, just as a little helping thing. We paid for all of it too, like all the other stuff. They had the tiles already, but all the grouting, and he had to get.
So he was learning on the job, but
yeah. He knows how to do like basic stuff. Because he was an apprentice for a year, and the guy that he worked for a guy for like a week, and then had to stop because of medical stuff. So we thought he would be able to go back, but it didn't end up being that way, sadly. So he's just had to have time off until he's ready to go back. But at least like if he wasn't very clearly like keen to go back to work, I definitely would be a bit more like uncomfortable with all the level of support he gets from me. But because I can see like feels really shit, like he can't help out and you know not financially contributing as much as he'd like to and stuff like that, because I give him like a wage so because I earn quite well, so I can afford to give him like a wage so then he can act as if he's earned money from a job. So it's like it's not like he has to ask me every time he wants to spend money. I just go, well, here's your money, this is enough for your bills, and here's extra, you do what you want with it. If you want to contribute to the house bills, that's great. If you want to save it for something nice, it's fine. It's just so that he doesn't feel like pretty much I don't want him to feel ever like so financially dependent that it's like he has to get my permission to spend money. So I'm like, I'm just going to give you the same amount each week.
Yeah.
If you save it, cool. If you don't, not my fucking problem, because I don't need it. You can take it for now. But I know when he gets back to work, he'll be contributing heaps anyway.
Alright.
So, because that's what he was doing when he was working.
But he just wasn't saving for tyres.
He saved for tyres. He has the money. That's the part that pisses me off. Is like,
he didn't
I
even
was
get
having
around
to
to
pay
doing
for it.
Just too lazy, yeah.
Yeah. It was a mixture of laziness and just like ADHD, just like it kind of going in one ear and out the other. And just because like, oh, well, it's not an immediate problem now, so therefore it's not in his head.
And you didn't know about, oh yeah, you knew about the problems too, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't, because I was going to organise it myself.
Yeah.
And I spoke to him about it, but when I brought it up, I was like, because Panther Tire is nice, like that's where my ex used to go, and I know they're really good. And they'll remember me, because I made them a lot of fucking money. But I just said, like, we can go there and get it, like, serviced and stuff, get tyres changed, whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, like, I go to this, like, other place. And I think because he thought, well, he said this on the phone. I was like, well, that's bullshit. But he said because it's called Panther Tires, he thought they only did tyres. And I was like, well, that's fine if you thought that, but you literally shut down the idea of me going there for anything at all and confused me. And I've gone, oh, okay, so where do you go? And he goes, oh, it's, like, somewhere in town. Like, I can't remember the exact name, but it's, like, on this street. Or whatever, like near one of these streets. And I was like, oh, okay, well, when you remember, like, let me know. And then I kept kind of bringing it up. He said, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, it's not your issue. Like, he was trying to, like, take the stress off me, not realizing he's adding it on.
But it was your issue.
Yeah. And he just has this habit of, like I said, like, until it's an immediate problem, it's just not. Yeah. It's not a problem until it's immediate. Like, you know, and that's, a lot of people with ADHD have that. So, yeah, I don't blame him at all. I just go, yeah, whatever. My dad's the exact same, and he's 100 times worse. And I had to, like, my dad's the type of person that I had to call up and book his doctor's appointments.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm used to being like some form of a carer because he's just very antisocial.
Yep.
So yeah, it's doing that kind of stuff for people as well as like my grandparents. I used to help them out heaps when I was younger, and I still do now, at least financially every now and then. But yeah, I'm used to kind of having to be like a caretaker or a caregiver. So it's not abnormal, but it's more so like, this was your one responsibility. This and taking out the trash. You don't have much to worry about, aside from your own health. But yeah, anyway, I know he'll give me back the money. Like, he's already said, like, I'll send it to you. Because he's camping in Queensland, a little park. So once he gets reception, he'll send it. He was really apologetic on the phone this morning. And I was like, good. Good attitude change. Safe. But yeah, but yeah. Apart from that, he is a pretty good partner. Like, I can't lie. So he puts effort in where he can, and sometimes one person, like 100% on one day, might be there 50% on another day. So he puts in 100 all the time, and just might not feel like that compared to what he was able to do. But I can see it too. This has just fucked my whole day. I had plans. I wanted to do stuff like earlier, and then now everything's like backed up.
And they're closing up. They
close at 12. Yeah, that's the car there.
The Commodore.
Yeah.
Of course. Have you? It's all been paid for, or no?
Nah, I've just got to go in and pay. They'd just be waiting. They said like if I can come there by 12, and it's 11:58, so I technically am still on time. But I did tell them, like, I'll order an Uber, and they called me only, like, 10-15 minutes ago. And they know I lived in Lara anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And what was the wheel that burst? Was the front or back?
So, the one that we're looking at now, that side was the one that burst first, at the back. And then the one in front of it was the one that was going to go again. So, those two on the driver's side.
Yeah. Does he do burnouts or anything like that?
Nah.
No?
Nah, he doesn't, like, he speeds.
Yeah.
And he gets fines, but he doesn't, like, he's not a hoon. That's what my ex was like. I'm not doing that again. Shit sucks. It's a lot of car repairs. All the time. But yeah. Plus, he can't do burnouts because he can't drive. So even if he did do them, it's not like he'd be allowed to.
Oh, you got no license?
Yeah, he doesn't drive without his license. He's smart enough to do that. But yeah, these two side ones were the ones that were the most fucked.
Yeah.
And then the opposite passenger front side was the one that had like this weird round 18-inch tire, like completely different size. And then the back one is just kind of worn.
Yeah.
Because they're quite old. I don't think he's had his tires changed for a couple of years maybe.
Probably, yeah.
So and because they're so low, like thin, they need to get changed more often than like, you know,
A
the
low
thicker.
profile,
Yeah, because he has his car, like, it's not super low, but it's definitely lower than stock.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure he told me he got it lowered. But yeah, and I remember my friend's stepdad came inside and was like, what the fuck is wrong with his car? Like, why does he have it like that? But yeah, at least it's all done though.
Well, he can drive in nice.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, Jesus.
That's
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
Have a good day.
So- That's alright.